the rest kind of give you some time to think about, okay, maybe it's coming. For example, pain moves from 2 hour gap to a 1 hour gap to 30 minutes to whatever, to 10 minutes to now labor. And I felt like most people actually experience pain the fast. So let me give health information. You know, when it comes to bleeding, before you have an outpour, in most cases, there's a 2 or 5% that have an outpour and that maybe needs to get out immediately. But before you have an outpour, you have spotting. Most women miss the spotting. Yeah. So I felt like we had patient education, and it's something that I'm still very vocal about. We need patient education, we need community education concerning pregnancy signs, danger signs, labor signs, because I felt like that would prepare women earlier. And initially, I tried going to the police, and they laughed and told me, that's a nice idea. Because I felt like if the police saw you in labor, if the police from your community, like if we call the chief and say, okay, who you are Bibaya, the AP from that area should be able to take you because they have a government vehicle. That was my thinking. And I was told that can't happen because after not doctors, then two, what is that? So it's a nice idea, it's not functional here. So now I was left with, I had tweeted already, I told people to get, to try and call me. I was getting 40 calls a day. I was giving patient education freely, and then all of a sudden I'm called on leave. So I have one day.
Sorry, the initial calls were what you were?
Just patient education.
Information.
Everyone was like, oh, I'm stressed, I'm anxious. And you don't know the levels of anxiety that pregnant women had. And it sunk in because about 3 months later I was pregnant and I freaked out. And I had been training and teaching women. It was 3 months now, and I freaked out. Anyway, so now someone calls me and they leave. And I'm like, okay, now I have a car, which is one car and one woman at midnight. Then when I was contemplating am I leaving the house, another lady calls in another facility. They've been told to leave because their centimeters are not exactly the centimeters that needed to be admitted. And I was pissed. Because I had told these women, if you start seeing pain before you go to hospital late, just go. They will examine you. There's room for you to leave by the hospital. So that they get to hospital, and at 7 p.m., which is the curfew hour, they're told to go back home. So anyway, so now I have 2 women in labor in different areas, and I need to sort out both. And I tried getting ambulances, and my God, it was such a problem. First of all, they're very expensive. 2, they're very inaccessible. To the point that I, the doctor, am saying, okay, fine, send it, I will pay. They're like, okay, but you can't send it without a referral. I'm like, this patient is in one place, needs to get to the other, and you're telling me to give you a referral from where? I'm in the house. Anyway, so I started using cards. And I reached out to different organizations because now I'm getting 5 calls of people in labor. I've sent out 5 cabs, 10 cabs, 20 cabs. I'm like, okay, that's overwhelmed. There's a lady who called me from Sample. I could not make out the location, leave alone where the hospital is. So I knew I needed help and got 2 different organizations. AMREF, South Africa, I'm happy they're here. And different KHF boards, so many partners, rescue, the ambulance team. And I was telling them, okay, fine, this is my idea. If a patient calls, they're able to get to hospital as soon as possible, they're able to get a doctor's charge. So I had friends who agreed, and they're all obstetricians in training earlier now. And they were willing to freely talk to these patients, and remember it's at night. So we were covering 24-hour shifts. Day and night women are just calling. And we would dispatch now cabs, dispatch ambulances for free. And we had a toll-free center, which is still active for pregnant women. And that is still ongoing. And what we realized was about, of the 100% of women who called, only 20% actually needed to be talked to. The rest were saying I had gone to the clinic and I had no idea what I was doing. I went, it was closed. And the 20%, we thought 80% would not have happened because they had called early and 20% required ambulance. What happened was that in this 80% required ambulances, why they would call at the last minute. And even after starting the initiative, I've gone to hospital and I'm meeting a lady with a 4th degree tear. Oh my God, a 4th degree tear means she tore, I will use the biological terms. She tore her vagina. It went down to the perineum. She tore her anus. She was an open book. I kid you not. And this is 4 months after we started the program. It wouldn't make sense of it. And I'm asking her, okay, why did you? And then she didn't come to hospital the next day. She's coming 3 days later because when the baby died, she was not supposed to give back. Normally she didn't have a space for it. The baby came out tired, then in 10 minutes, the husband is crying. This is now, they went to the hospital, they were given a tetanus injection and sent back. Anyway, so 3 days later, they decided, let me go to the referral hospital. And I'm asking her, wow, what happened? And she says, I did not know we could go to hospital. It was a walking distance. She was literally 10 minutes away by walking to the hospital. But she was scared, one, it was closed, and two, that the husband, not herself, the husband would be beaten. Because there was a police everywhere. And I was like, okay, this can't happen. So we sorted her out, and she's fine now. But it taught me that beyond just providing transport, we needed to empower. We needed to empower our women. We needed to train our women. We needed to teach our women that pregnancy is not normal, first of all. And a pregnancy is not a simple journey. There's a partner. And if there's no partner, there's a neighbor. Half the time, it's the partner who calls. And the partners are usually more confused than the pregnant. In fact, I tell them, please give your wife the phone. Because they're not convinced. Again,
So that's the answer to your question. Who is it that calls
the husband, more often than not. Other than when you ask and it's a single woman, they'll tell you, mama, and this scammer. Like, I don't know if we understand as the women that we're actually stronger by some effect. So this lady is 6 centimeters, but I will give her the phone. Uchungu ilianza and they're telling me the history. The husband is confused. Uchungu sasa imezidi na uchungu imezidi. Uchungu imezidi nitumia ambulance, and that's all they're saying. Verbatim, and it's just an ongoing broken record. Nonetheless, we've been able to help 2,000 women transfer. We've been able to help 10,000 women in terms of teaching them, educating them, consultation, prescriptions. And I'm hearing that there's men and beauty. And we should knew they were around. We would have worked together like perfectly seamlessly. Because what we were trying to do at Friends for Life, they were trying in another angle to do. But we were giving free transport, free consultation up to now. And what we realized is when the curfew procedure came to an end, we thought our work was done. Like I sincerely thought, now the numbers will go down because the issue we're responding to was curfew. Oh, I was shocked. I think we got a surge of 1,000 people now afterwards who required transport. And remember, the donors have decided now your issue is done because your issue was COVID. And COVID is now no longer COVID. You know, it was not the big pandemic. But because human humans are humans, and we are all powerful. Somehow donations come in, somehow someone pays for an ambulance, someone pays for a car, and we're still ongoing with the service. And now we've moved from just Nairobi. We have served, I think, every county. Officially, we're in Eldoret, Wasangishwe is the official name, Nakuru County, we're in Nyeri County, we're in Machakos, and we are moving around. But I get calls from Tarakanipi, and we sort out, we send an ambulance. I get calls from Kisi, from different places, and we still sort out this way. But the key message that I have learned is that if we can be able to educate, we solve half the problems. Since we started sending messages to the women on our platform, they call us and say, nilienda juzi nikazaa, so sasa mtoto, unaona mtoto wako yenu nifanye nini? So now it moves from the access to now the pregnant, the baby, and they are safe, and they feel because they created a connection, they can still call us to sort them out.
So we'll get into that, especially how to handle this one, because that seems to be unnecessary. I want to know how Margaret sees